Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start a new and very interesting chapter, Animal Life. Our previous chapter was about plants, and this is all about animals. And today we'll be discussing the meaning of these two terms, adaptation and habitat. Before moving to these two terms, we should know what are living things. We discussed about plants and we are going to discuss about animals. At times we say this is feature of living being. So here we are using the term living thing for both plants and animals and human. Living things can move, grow, reproduce. In the previous chapter we have done plant reproduction. They reproduce, they produce more of their kind. They need air, water and food to live. We human beings, plants and animals, we all are living things. Now we come to this word adaptation. Adaptation means the special characteristics or the special features that enable any living being. Means it could be plant, it could be animal or it could be we. To survive in particular environment, those are called adaptation. As in this chapter we are discussing about animals, so we'll be discussing about animals adaptations. Now this word habitat. Habitat means the natural home or environment where organisms live. The organisms depend for their food, water, air, shelter and other needs on their habitat. Habitat is the natural home or we also call it the dwelling place. Habitat is very important for any living being, for any animal, any plant, because living beings reproduce, live and grow in their habitat. Animals are broadly classified into these categories according to their habitat. Some animals living on land, living in water, living on trees, and some are special animals which are capable of living on both land and water. For the animals which are living in different habitat, we use different terms. Means this is one word for this explanation. Animals living on land, they are called terrestrial animals. Animals living in water, they are called aquatic animals. Further aquatic animals are freshwater animal, means living in river and lake, ponds, and are marine animals, means the animals which are living in seas and oceans. Animals living on trees, they are called arboreal animals. And aerial animals means which spend most of their time flying in air. And some animals are capable of living both on land and in water. They are called amphibian. Means when we use this term, it itself means what is the habitat. In today's class, we are going to pay some more attention to terrestrial animals. All the animals which live on land, they are called terrestrial animals. As land is not same everywhere, or is it same? No, it's not same everywhere. If it is not same, means the animals living at different places, they are also not same. But the animals which live on land, they have some common features. They have well developed lungs to breathe. They can run, walk as per with help of their legs, and many animals have a tail too. These are some of the common terrestrial animals we have seen, or at least we have seen all of them: elephant, buffaloes, monkey, camel, rabbit, cow, dog, cat, horse, pigs, donkeys. These are the common terrestrial animals we have seen. Here we are talking about the big animals. Otherwise, we see many of other animals like ants. Today it was raining, so we saw earthworm also. They are also terrestrial animals. Different terrestrial animals live in different conditions. Like camel live in hot climate of desert. Cow, buffaloes, they are found in plains. Cat and dogs are found everywhere. Monkeys on plains. So different habitat of terrestrial animals could be, some animals are in desert. It could be polar regions. Polar regions are very cold, extremely cold, snow-clad regions, mountains and cold areas of the earth. Some are found in underground holes and some are found on the plains. We are living in the plain area. Like the condition of desert, if we talk about temperature, rainfall, it's not very good. Temperature is very high, rainfall is very less, and everywhere it is sand. So the animals which are living in desert, they are adapted in special way. Means their body has some special features which help them to easily live in that condition. Desert is a kind of extreme condition. So this is picture of camel, sheep of the desert, because it can easily live in desert. But how it can easily live in desert? Because it has these special feature. It has stretchy nostrils, means it can close its nostrils, which keep out the sand. If you are aware about desert, if you have been to desert, sandstorms, andhi, they are very common there. When it is sandstorm, there is the particle of sand in the air. They could enter into nose, but they have stretchy nostrils which help them to close it. So dust or the sand do not enter. It has a leathery mouth, means it's not so soft inside. So it can eat spiky plant. As the plants in desert, they have spines on them. So with help, it can easily chew on those vegetation. It has long legs which keep it away from hot sand. Means the warmth or the hotness is not felt on its body. It has padded feet. Padded, they are broad and padded feet which help it not to sink in the sand. As well as it don't feel too hot, the sand, because sand is very hot. So those padded feet, with help of those padded feet, it don't feel it so hot. It has hump. It's a special bag for water in the stomach and special fat storage mechanism in its body. It has hair on its back to protect against sun, and it has long eyelashes which help to keep sand out of eyes. So these are some special features of camel which make it possible to live in the desert. Other than this, the animals which are smaller ones like rats, rabbits, snakes, they don't come out during daytime. This is their adaptation feature. They are able to see clearly in the night and they can avoid extreme heat of sun. Now we are talking about one more extreme condition. The polar regions, they are extremely cold, snow-clad every time. So special features of polar bear, they dig dens which protect them from the cold wind. They are good swimmers and they can even go and swim when the lakes freeze. Only the top layer of the lakes or the sea, it freezes. It has white fur which help it to blend with snow and ice. and it has a very thick layer of fat under its skin which help it to stay warm and protect it in extreme cold condition. It has small round ears as well as small tail which help to maintain the body heat and don't allow the cold water to enter the eyes. It has special feature. It's like nubs. It can close its ears while swimming. So these are special adaptation features of these animals.